So there are the immediate context, like what you mentioned, and of course there's ongoing joint military triggers, but I think, you know, in the...
Well, what we're seeing is the latest in sort of unrelenting pattern of missile tests, new types of missiles, new capabilities, including longer range capabilities. I think what's most distressing about this new test is the fact that it flew over Japan, landed near the island of Hokkaido. And so, you know, but we need to contextualize it. This is not new. This is something that, you know, this is the headache that just won't go away, the migraine that won't go away. And really it's rooted in not just these years of missile testing, but decades of conflict and hostility between North Korea and its neighbors.
You know, but it didn't work. We created a false expectation that they were going to do some of those dates.
Well, so there have been elements in the United States led by the Secretary of State and elsewhere who have been advising moderation and even went out of their way to praise the North Koreans for showing some measure of restraint over the last week. And of course, an action like this undermines those voices, makes it harder for them to win the internal debates. You have to wonder if North Korea is not fully aware of that. And North Korea is playing with some of the domestic politics in Washington, in Seoul, maybe in Tokyo. You know, on both sides, you've got people who are arguing harder positions and more moderate positions, and actions like this obviously strengthen the hand of hardliners everywhere.
As Secretary of State, I mean, I guess this, we're not going to just keep, you know.
Well, it does look a little as if this is the Guam plan that the North Koreans talked about, except they just changed the trajectory and sort of fired it north rather than south, to be crude about it. So yeah, there are connections clearly between this test over Hokkaido and the threatened test toward Guam. So of course that's going to raise concerns, especially on the part of the United States, that this is almost a prelude to actually conducting that Guam enveloping fire, as the North Koreans call it.
제가 군대를 다녀와서 그런지 모르겠지만 미사일을 이제 쏜다는 것 자체가 조금 저희에겐 생각할 의미가 있는 것 같고, 그게 또 일본까지 날아갔다는 거에 좀 큰 의미가 있는 것 같아요. 그래서 안보도 많이 걱정이 되고 국민으로서 많이 걱정이 되는 상황인 것 같습니다.
그래요. 늘 뭐 항상 이제 우리가 대치하고 있다는 건 알고 있으니까, 근데 그런 긴장보다 얘네들이 뭘 원하는가, 그런 것을 생각하게 되죠. 그래서 뭐 당장 뭐 전쟁이 일어난다 뭐 이런 것보다 얘네들은 도대체 이북애들은 뭘 생각하는가, 김정은은 뭘 생각하는가, 그래서 그거에 대해서 좀 우리가 더 큰 마음으로 여유 있게 대처할 수 있는 그런 게 더 필요하다고 생각해요.